It's almost that time of the year, folks, when people get to go on vacations, people get to go and enjoy and sip on some Copacabana in Bali, and yeah, you get to remain at home. But not anymore. This year has to be different, and this is why we are talking about investing. What forms of advertising actually work today? How do you get yourself out there? Giving your company a name, giving your company a personality. Social media is a good way to reach the world. Like, the world is your oyster has literally been put in our pockets. Why, hello beautiful people, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk about everything personal development, from your academics to your finances to your relationship. Guys, we have got you. So if you like that and many more juicy content, please hit the subscribe button below and become part of the family. And also just take this as your big sister giving you advice, because those don't come around anyhow. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. It's almost that time of the year, folks, when people get to go on vacations, people get to go and enjoy and sip on some Copacabana in Bali, and yeah, you get to remain at home. But not anymore. This year has to be different, and this is why we are talking about investing. Now, you've launched your business, you've registered your business, it's up and running. How do you get yourself out there? So today we're going to be talking about advertising and what forms of advertising actually work today and what can help you to put your business out there. So I'm going to be telling you the different forms of advertising and basically how they work. And also I'm going to be talking about branding and the importance of building a brand. So basically we're talking about branding first. What is branding? So branding is basically giving your company a name, giving your company a personality. What do you want your company to be identified by? What is it that will make your company stand out? What is it that when people look at it, it reminds them of your company? You're basically giving your company a name, a signature, something that will always remind people about you as people, who you are. You know, something that will make them ring a bell, something that will make them ring your company. And basically that's what branding is. So what are the key concepts of branding, right? So when you're branding your company, you want to identify what are your goals as a company, who are you as a company, and what do you want to be known for. And that is what we need to put out there. So basically when you're branding, you need to go about creating your logo, right? So your logo is basically something that they'll look at and it will always remind them of you. So when you're, let's say, releasing documents or you're releasing something somewhere, it should always have your logo. It's like a stamp. It's something that you put on everything that belongs to you. So your logo is your brand's identity. So another thing that also helps you to brand well, apart from your logo, is your company colors, right? I know many people might not look at the essence of picking and choosing colors, but allow me to say that this helps you look more organized, because there's just something about putting your colors together and having something that is uniquely associated to your brand, right? So if people see, let's say, red, white, right, they're going to think Coca-Cola, they might think McDonald's, they might think KFC, because those people have put their brand there. Those people have made that color associate with that brand. And basically that's what we want to do. When you're looking at yellow, you're thinking ShopRite, because you now associate that color with that brand, and that's what we want to do. So now when you're picking your color, you need to be very strategic about it. You don't just get any color and decide, okay, now I'm going to go with purple, I'm going to go with... There are certain colors that do well with certain brands, and I'm not going to get too much into colors, but I'll give you an example. If you're starting something with food, something like yellow, something like orange, kind of gives that hunger, you know what I mean? It stirs up something in the clients to want to get your food, especially if you're doing cooked food. If you're doing pastries, if you're doing baked goods, you want to go with a color like pink, you know, something that looks like dessert, something that gives dessert, pink, maybe like purple, you know what I mean? Those give more of dessert. And if you pick yellow for baked goods, it might even be difficult for you to brand your goods because there are not many people who order yellow cakes. So I hope you get what I mean. So basically, when you're branding, you want to pick out the colors of your company. What do you want your company to look like? How do you want it to stand out? You know what I mean? And it must say something. It must command the room. So that's it about colors and what colors have to do with the brand. Now, the next thing you want to do is give yourself an identity online. Now, everything is going digital these days. We have the Facebooks, the TikToks, the Instagrams. Everybody is going digital. Now, business is not business like it was back in the day. Back in the day, you organically needed to reach people, reach your clients. But now, life has been made easier because you can be anywhere in the world right from your bedroom. And you want to make sure you take advantage of this opportunity, especially if you're selling a product that can be exported to all parts of the world. You want to put yourself out there. You want to get somebody to do a website for you. You want to get somebody to build your portfolio, your company portfolio. You want to look organized even as people come and look at your consultation. And you want everything to move according to the colors that you've set for your brand. And you want everything to move in line with the theme of your logo. It all has to blend beautifully, and that way it helps you to look more organized. Even as people come and seek out your business, you want them to be interested, be drawn in to say, this brand stands out, this gives organized, this gives serious, you know what I mean? So that is what we want for our brand. So I talked about the company profile. And what is a company profile? So a company profile basically tells the people who you are and what you do. It's basically something that you use to introduce yourself to people. And it's one document that I feel like is quite vital if you're going to be organized, because if somebody comes and consults you, say, what's your company, what you do, you can simply give them your profile and it will be easy for them to understand who you are and what you're about. So get somebody to do your company profile, to do your website. I'll leave a link down below for a company that does websites in case you want them to do your website. But anyway, you want to look organized like that. You want to have your social media pages, right? You don't just want to be posting randomly on your social media pages. You need to have order in how you do it, in how you need to make a content strategy. What kind of content are you releasing in accordance to your target market, right? What kind of content does your target market like to view? If you're targeting moms, stay-at-home moms, right? You don't want to now tell them about life in the office, because now they're just going to be confused and they're not the kind of people that are going to be attracted to your channel. You want everything to align and still go back to your business plan and your target market and the kind of people that you're trying to reach with this brand, the kind of people that you're trying to impact with this brand. And that's the thing with branding. So now the reason I began with branding is because it kind of affects the advertising as well. So now when you have your brand, who you are and what you stand for, what you look like, now we go into advertising, putting your business out there. How do you put your business out there? So first of all, you can try using word of mouth, right? You can use word of mouth. You can go around, tell people about who you are, what kind of business you do and stuff like that. I cannot neglect word of mouth because it has worked for me on multiple occasions. But you can also do email marketing, which is kind of like word of mouth, except it's like letters, like updated letters. Yeah. So if you're doing email marketing, you're reaching out to the companies individually, telling them about the kind of resources that you're offering. What do you do? You're reaching out to people personally to tell them, oh, this is what we do, this is what we're looking for, this is who we are. And this is why it's important for you to have your company profile, because it's easy for you to even send your company profile as you do email marketing, because you're able to tell them, okay, listen, this is who we are, this is what we want to do, this is how we want to serve you, this is your problem, and this is how we can solve it. And basically that's about email marketing. So you want to do word of mouth, email marketing. Then another form of marketing that you can do is the granddata, social media. because you want to put yourself out there, right? Social media is a good way to reach the world. Like, the world is your oyster has literally been put in our pockets, because you want to reach a different kind of clientele. With social media, you're able to target the kind of people that you like, and with the algorithm, it's able to know the kind of people to push out your content with. Obviously, when you start content creation, don't expect to blow up overnight. It doesn't work like that. You have to work really hard, because it's so hard to actually put your content out there now, because there's so many content creators and there's so many people putting out different things, and you want the algorithm to be able to reach your target audience. And so you have to put out as much content as possible to help the algorithm understand what kind of content you're putting out there, who you are, and who do you relate to, who's relating to your content. And yeah, so that's about content creation. So social media, you need to put out content, you need to put yourself out there. You can use paid ads, which I'm not really a fan of. I really prefer organic marketing, like growing your page organically, because I kind of feel like it even helps you to understand your audience more. But that's just me. You can do paid ads, you can, whatever works for you on social media, really. I kind of feel like everybody's winning it, right? Just trying whatever works. But also, if you're going the social media way, you want to ensure that you study the algorithm. What are the latest updates to the app you're using, for instance, Instagram? What are the latest updates to Meta, and how are they making it better? How is it reaching other people? So you want to study things like that and ensure that you answer and cater to the needs of your target market. So basically, that's about Instagram, that's about TikTok. Facebook is basically the same principles. I will not delve so deep inside, but those are potential ways that you can put yourself out there. Another thing that I feel like you can do to put yourself out there is also blogging. So when you blog, you kind of put yourself on the web. So if people have any questions and stuff, they will find your content more relatable, and they are likely to be able to access your services if they find the solution to their problems. Because obviously, when people are going on Google, right, trying to find the solution to their problems. So now when you cater to their needs and give them an answer to their problems, they're more likely to come to you and buy from you, because you are answering the problems. So that's why it's so important for you to identify your target market and identify why you're serving them, and identify what kind of solutions you're offering to them, and then ensure that you integrate it even in your advertising and in your marketing. Basically, the purpose of marketing is to produce sales, right? We want to sell to people, and you can't sell to somebody who does not need what you want. So basically, you want to package the needs of your customer in a way that it's convincing to them, in a way that it convinces them how much they need your product and how urgent it is to them. So basically, that's about marketing and sales. I will still be back to talk more about sales in depth, marketing in depth, but basically we're talking about investments as a whole. And I felt like I should talk about small businesses and just brush on there. So another thing that I'd like to talk about is that as you're starting your business, it's very important for you to be in a community of like-minded individuals, because this helps you in the case where you have a question, you don't know how to go about things, you don't know how to reach people. It really does help. I read a quote in The Richest Man in Babylon. I always quote this, where it says, if you are trying to start a business, you want to consult from people who've already been there. So you want to find people who already know the kind of business that you like, or the kind of business that you're getting into. You want to find people who are already in the kind of business that you want to get into. They already have experience, they've made certain mistakes, and hence they are able to advise you. Now, this is the essence of the Rise and Thrive community. Now, the Rise and Thrive community, we aim to create a community of like-minded individuals where we can share knowledge, share ideas, and basically just grow together. So joining the Rise and Thrive community is free, and basically on there we're going to have ebooks, we're going to have classes, we're going to have different things, we're going to have guests to come and speak to us basically on how to rise and thrive. And that's all we want. Like, we just want to rise and thrive and find ourselves at the top. My aim is to get to the top, and if you're aiming to get to the top, I'm gonna see you at the top, baby. And so basically that's all I had for you guys today. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with that person that you know needs this kind of information. People can't even see the number of people that you subscribe to, so what's the harm? I don't get it. But that's all I had for you guys today. And also don't forget, don't procrastinate and just do it.